Well, so much for it being goodbye, just yet. I decided to take a short little ride up from Angeles Crest Highway. Went north on Santa Clara Divide Road, which I've never driven before, and found Rosenita Saddle. I know CA hiker has been here and used this to hike up to some nearby peaks, but I'm not planning on doing any more rural hiking, but poking around seeing what the botanical variety is here. And here we got California Fremontia, or Flannelbush, Fremontodendron californicum. I passed some nice little stands of it along the ride up. So I was coming up from Angeles Crest Highway, shortly up, started seeing looks like plants that were already shedding their leaves. Maybe I thought it was due to drought because the leaves looked like the leaves were turning yellow. Coming to find that they were flannel bushes or Fremontias that still have flowers on them. These right here, these ones with the arching branches, these are all Fremontodendron californicum. Didn't know they were found in this area, so that was a pleasant surprise. I've hiked to Mount Hillier, which is nearby, but I didn't see any Fremontodendron californicum along that way. But here, along Santa Clara Divide Road, there is a nice population of it. Some nice Jeffrey pines here. I believe Mount Hillier's up that way. This is from a different direction. And we got ourselves a beautiful interior live oak right here. This is a Quercus wislizeni variety frutescens. Beautiful interior live oak right here. Gorgeous tree. It's multi-trunked, as you'd expect for a variety frutescens. It's almost the size of a small variety wislizeni. But see, this is an older specimen, or at least a specimen that's had longer time since the last resprout from whatever fires have been through here. Looks like it's been a while. But now you can actually see the bark, the true bark, which is very lightly furrowed on the interior live oak. And here's the juvenile foliage. The juvenile foliage tends to be a lot spinier, probably to deter herbivory by plant-eating animals. But usually you could tell a canyon live oak that the base of the leaf seems to be a little uneven. In other words, you can see here, they don't meet in the same spot. But yeah, here's usually the specimens I see of interior live oak. You usually see the grayer, smoother bark like this. But once you get older branches and older trunks, you get a light furrowing, which is the case here on this specimen. And of course, you might confuse them with canyon live oak, which is this one right here, but the bark has more of a furrow to it than the interior live oak. This is a canyon live oak. This is Quercus chrysolipus, and they're related because they're oaks, but they're not super closely related because they're in different lineages of oaks. Canyon live oak is in the golden oaks group, the protobalanus, whereas these, the red oaks, are the group in which interior live oak is. They're in the red oak group or the black oak group, and that's the erythrobalanus or the lobati. Those are the two names for this group. An interior live oak is indeed a black oak, a type of black or red oak. That's why it hybridizes with California black oak, Quercus kelloggi, and they form a hybrid of intermediate traits. The California black oak, or I usually just call them black oaks, have the typical lobed leaves, which are characteristic of the deciduous oaks, and that they are fully winter deciduous. And these are fully evergreen, the interior live oaks. You can also tell it's an interior live oak as opposed to a canyon live oak because of the smaller acorn cups. Large, fat, sometimes golden colored acorn cups are typical of Quercus chrysolipus, whereas Quercus wislizeni, regardless of whether it's variety frutescens or variety wislizeni, tends to have a smaller acorn cup. Not that different from a coast live oak, which is Quercus agrifolia variety agrifolia and Quercus agrifolia variety oxyadania, depending on elevation and location. And interior live oaks are in the same group with the as the black oaks and the coast live oaks, so hybridization between each of the three is entirely possible. And it happens, and I've seen hybridization between coast live oak and black oak, interior live oak and black oak, and I'm fairly certain I've seen hybridization between coast live oak and interior live oak over by Blue Jay Campground in the Santa Ana Mountains in Orange County, which is in the Cleveland National Forest. We're still here in the Angeles, so I'm still in the San Gabriels. I think I'm at about an elevation of 5,900 feet, roughly, about here. About that. And I believe that's probably the shorter way to get to Mount Hillier if you don't feel like hiking up from Chilao, going up the Silver Moccasin Trail. So we're in a really neat little area here. Nice to find some interesting specimens of plants. I don't usually see interior frutescens interior live oaks or the shrubby interior live oaks get quite this tall. Usually they're a lot shrubbier because a lot of where they grow has been burnt by fires in the last couple decades, so they're still coming back. So this is a fairly undisturbed specimen. It probably hasn't been disturbed in a very long time. Beautiful tree. So if you park here at Rosenita Saddle, there's the parking sign for it. Take a look at this interior live oak. Now this tree is more common, I would say more common in the Sierra Nevada foothills and the coast ranges. And usually in the coast ranges and the Sierra foothills, it's more the variety wislizeni, which is the tree variety. And usually they're either single trunked or the trunks are really close to the base instead of all scattered about like this multi-trunk specimen. So there's a big root burl under there. I'm going to step away because there's an annoying wasp that keeps following me around. Just want to get away from it. And I'll check out over here. Looks like there's a lot of flannelbush. I see a lot of flannelbush resprouts here. I don't know if there was a controlled burn here, but lots of neat stuff around here. Oh, we got a lot of skunkbrush too. This is a close relative of poison oak. Okay, so it's a sumac. This is Rhus aromatica. This is skunkbrush. Imagine coming here in October or November. Probably see lots of beautiful scarlet and orange leaves on this shrub because it's one of our most vibrant fall color plants here in Southern California. If you're looking for more of the red colors and the orange colors, you're looking more at the shrubs as opposed to the trees when it comes to fall color. But yeah, here, yeah, I'm sure this area gets lit up with some fall color because I see more skunkbrush. There's a nice little colony of it going around here. And as you can see, it has the 3 leaflet structure that's very much like the poison oak. However, the terminal leaflet lacks a stalk or a petiole. It's usually more intricately branched, a lot twiggier. But sometimes the more robust, faster growing twigs do look like poison oak twigs. But yep, this is it, skunkbrush, Rhus aromatica. You can see the flowers that were spent, so should be starting to form drupes pretty soon. And the drupes are very different looking than poison oak, as they are reddish and they kind of look like sugar sumac, or sugar bush, or lemonade sumac, or lemonade berry if you like. and they're supposed to be pretty tart, and are actually supposed to help make a refreshing lemonade drink to help stave off thirst. But yeah, this is an extremely beautiful area. There's that beautiful live oak right there in the center next to my car. So this is Rosenita Saddle. Beautiful area. Looks like a whole bunch of Flannelbush resprouts along here. So give it a few years, when they start blooming in June and May, June, and July, this area is going to be lit up. I mean, lit up. Flannelbush is in the mallow family. It used to be listed as being in the cacao family, which is a very tropical family of trees. But I think that family's been absorbed into the mallow family. So the mallow family's swollen botanically in the last several years. I'm just going to poke around, see if I can find a few more flannel bushes in bloom. There were some that still had flowers on them down the way a little bit, and then they would start making my way back home, get ready for the ball game tonight. Alright, I will see you along the way.